Look around. The West is changing faster than any time in modern history. Ideas that were unthinkable 10 years ago are now mandatory. Ideas that built entire civilizations are now labeled dangerous or outdated. This isn't random. It's the Overton Window. Shifting, the invisible political tool that decides what your society is allowed to call normal. And right now, America, Canada, Western Europe, Australia, and New Zealand are all playing the same game. What is the Overton Window? The Overton Window is basically the boundaries of acceptable thought. Inside it equals reasonable, mainstream, allowed. Outside it equals extreme, radical, bigoted, dangerous. But here's the twist. The window moves. Constantly. What was unthinkable 50 years ago can be normal today. And what was normal 50 years ago can be unacceptable today. How far has the West shifted? Let's be brutally honest. Gay marriage used to be unthinkable, now mainstream. Women voting was once radical, now obvious. Smoking indoors was normal, now unacceptable. Marijuana legalization went from fringe, widely accepted. This is the Overton window shifting. Society evolves. Sometimes slowly, sometimes violently. In America, what used to be fringe activist ideas are now federal talking points. Debates on identity, gender, race, policing topics that were once niche are now the center of the national consciousness. In Canada, there is an extremely top-down model of acceptable speech. Ideas move from conversation to law faster than anywhere else in the West. In Western Europe, cultural guilt, migration identity crises, and political correctness reshape entire national identities, especially in Germany, France, the UK, and the Nordics. In Australia and New Zealand, there's huge shift in education, national memory, social norms, and what it means to be Western in the Pacific. Across all these countries, the same pattern repeats. Ideas that would have been unthinkable in 2000 are now treated as moral obligations in 2025. That's ideological acceleration, and that's the Overton window being dragged, not nudged. Who is moving the window? It's not one group, it's a machinery. Universities redefining norms for the next generation. Media constantly choosing which narratives are allowed. Tech companies deciding what speech is safe. Activists pushing extreme ideas until they feel normal. Politicians using moral language to enforce ideological loyalty. Corporations adopting social ideology as PR armor. This isn't conspiracy, it's simply how cultural power works. The West exports Netflix faster than it exports democracy. It exports ideology faster than it exports steel. So, the question is, how far can the Overton window shift left before Western civilization collapses? This is a question people are asking quietly, but afraid to say publicly. The fear is simple. Is the West changing so fast that it's losing the identity that made it stable in the first place? And it's not just conservatives asking this. Even moderates and classical liberals are noticing the acceleration. Here's the truth. The Western Overton window has shifted dramatically left on culture, faster than any other region on Earth. That doesn't automatically mean collapse. The West has reinvented itself many times, but it does mean turbulence. Rapid change creates existential panic, especially for nations built on consistency, tradition, or historical pride. The West today isn't collapsing, it's rebuilding itself while still living inside the old house. Here's my blunt take. The Overton window isn't dangerous because it moves. It's dangerous because of how fast the West is moving it, with no brakes, no reflection, no long-term plan. America debates identity more than infrastructure. Canada debates speech more than sovereignty. Europe debates guilt more than security. Australia debates morality more than economy. It's not left versus right, it's stability versus acceleration. A civilization can only transform so many pillars at once before regular people start feeling unanchored. And an unanchored population becomes polarized, unstable, and exhausted. That's the real threat, not ideology, but the speed of ideological change. Now I want to hear from you. Is the West actually transforming for the better, or is it losing the foundation that kept it stable for centuries? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation society needs desperately. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more,